Welcome to yet another idea from 101 brilliant business ideas that will thrive in Kenya. Okay, as I've mentioned before, all the ideas in this amazing book have been carefully researched, and the research has been based on emphasizing on the current trends in the Kenyan and East African market, and that's why these ideas are excellent for Kenya and the East African market. If you'd like to carry them out elsewhere, outside these areas I've mentioned, they can still be done, but you may need to make some adjustments to be able to address the environment, the different environment and situations in whatever country you're in. Okay, so on to the idea we're going to discuss today, and this is charcoal from maize cobs. Despite corruption and short-sightedness and so on, it seems that finally Kenyans are coming to terms with the horrific depletion of the forest cover, and the consequences it has in our climate, in our lives, and even in future generations. Okay, what this means is that the cutting down of trees is going to become increasingly more difficult for people to do. Authorities are getting stricter and stricter by the day, quite rightly so, because these are resources that have to be protected. Well, it has another negative effect because most people use charcoal. A large part of our population uses charcoal for cooking, warming water, and doing all kinds of things. Even your favorite nyama choma, in most cases, is done with charcoal. The taste is different when you do it with charcoal. So many people prefer to do it with charcoal. So going forward, definitely we're going to have an increasingly big problem accessing charcoal. I believe the effects are already being felt. The price of charcoal is skyrocketed dramatically over the last few years, and I think it will continue to rise steeply as we go forward and as this particular very important commodity becomes less and less available. Well, this situation seems bleak, but actually it's not, because there's a fantastic business opportunity here. You can use something that people normally throw away to burn charcoal. Yes, you can use maize cobs. What you need is to have the maize cobs dry, and if they're dry, they will make you very good charcoal. But what you also need to know is that because they burn quicker than wood, you will need to burn them inside a drum so that you limit the supply of oxygen even more. Actually, you'll have to seal off as much oxygen as possible so that you can be able to burn good charcoal from maize cobs. Then, of course, the other thing is that you'll be forced to quench the fire when you're through the process with water. Anybody who has studied this area, anybody who is familiar with physics, chemicals, and so on, whose degree or whose course is in that area, a scientific person will be able to assist you to be able to do this. It's not so difficult. Now, the magic of it is that cobs will produce cleaner charcoal as far as the environment is concerned. And it's a perfect business to combine with maize farming. Maize farming is also quite profitable. You can grow maize. There's normally a very high demand for maize, and this demand will continue to grow, especially in Kenya, where our staple is maize, and people cannot do without their ugali. But don't worry, if farming is not for you, you can still do this business by moving around farms and purchasing these crops. In fact, in a lot of cases, if you're good with your negotiation skills, you'll get them for next to nothing, because people normally have no use for them, or they have very little use for them. So it's very easy to be able to get access to them, and therefore be able to produce as much charcoal as you need. You could even consider doing barter trade, whereby you can give them some small charcoal. They give you the cobs for free, and then you barter it with a little of the charcoal you produce. But make sure you do it in such a way that it remains viable for you. Okay. Now on to the selling system. As you know, in this series, and in fact in this book, 101 Brilliant Businesses That Will Thrive in Kenya, we normally give not only the business idea, but also how to sell it. Because if you're not able to sell or market an idea, no matter how brilliant it is, then it's as good as useless. Now, the best approach here is to target heavy users and offer the charcoal at a lower price than what they're already paying for the conventional wood charcoal. This is not very hard because the price of charcoal, as I said earlier, has risen dramatically. It may be a good idea to get leaflets or flyers printed and then give them out to people. Have in your list in your flyers the good reasons why they should switch from the other charcoal to your charcoal in the maize cobs. Assure them of a constant supply, because there's no need of them starting to take supplies from you today and then tomorrow something happens and you no longer supply. Okay, so make sure you commit yourself and you stand by your word. Yeah, move around busy restaurants and schools and places which use charcoal heavily. Yeah, and distribute your leaflets there. Your leaflet should have your telephone number so that you can easily be reached at any time of the day or night. And then follow up. Don't worry too much about people copying this idea, because the demand for charcoal is so huge, so huge, and will continue to grow at such a rapid rate that there is no single person who can hope to supply even a small village or district alone. Yeah, once it catches on. Okay, so good luck with this idea. As usual, if you want to purchase the entire book with all the ideas, this is just one idea I've given you in this particular video, but you can get all 101. Yeah, actually they are extra, they're more than 101. Yeah, so you can get all those ideas sent to you electronically. It's in PDF format. The book costs only 1,500. Yeah, that's less than 14 shillings per idea. Yeah, and a single idea could make you billions. Yeah, so it's quite a bargain. Yeah, and all this, every single idea has been researched, so you're not just getting things which are guesswork. You're getting solid ideas. Okay, get all the details you need to order the book in the description area of this video on YouTube, and order it right away. And good luck with the ideas. This is Chris Kumekucha. Until next time.